Hello, hello. Hey, looks like I got audio now. Sorry about that. I'm trying a new microphone setup, so might have to move this. I don't know what the sound quality is going to be like, so I might have to move it around a little bit to make sure I've got it going. But bear with me. We're just getting set up, and I don't have a lot to say today. Just kind of one of them days, but figured I'd get on and see if anybody wanted to talk fishing. So, and caffeine, of course. Let me verify my audio on YouTube. Sorry, I'm a little unprepared today, guys. I just kind of had a lazy morning and didn't really do any notes or anything, so we're going totally off the cuff today. Where's my live? Ah, there we go. Where's my live? Ah, there we go. Okay, well, I've got audio. I don't know if I like the sound of it or not, but might go hide the mic elsewhere. Where's my live? Ah, there we go. Yeah, that's kind of crappy audio, actually. Okay, well, I've got audio. I don't know if I like the sound of it or not, but might go hide the mic elsewhere. Where's my live? Ah, there we go. Yeah, that's kind of crappy audio, actually. Okay, well, I've got audio. I don't know if I like the sound of it or not, but might go hide the mic elsewhere. Just giving that a minute to stop. Why is it doing that? It's looping. Stop it. What are you doing? Alright, I think that's better. Okay. Sounds like crap on the phone, but wow, that's annoying as heck. Anyway, okay, got that done. The sounded like it was distorting a little bit, which I don't care for. If that keeps that up, I'll just use my internal mic because I don't like that. But the internal is not that great either. So we're gonna do Facebook Live too, just because. That up and running. Oh, didn't mean that. Didn't mean that. All right, we're doing live over on the Panfish Guy page too. Oh, nobody's watching. Okay, good. All right, we're live on Facebook too. Got a new little camera stand thing here. Yeah, it looks a little better. All right. Could be a little higher instead of looking at my nose. Anyway, so hey, guys, we're live this morning. I haven't doing it necessarily off the cuff because I was a little tardy getting prepped this morning, and the dog decided it needed to go for a walk, and kind of screwed up my plan to make some notes. So don't have a whole lot to talk about today, unless you do. Just going to kind of recap what I've been up to and what's coming up on the YouTube channel and what fishing plans I have. So, guys, if you got any, oh, what happened? Okay, it's still there. So if you got any questions, anything you want to throw at me, just conversation, hit me in the chat. Thanks for watching. Again, I don't have a whole lot to say. So, what are we up to today? Getting our hey. Yeah, Kyle, I can post a shot. Kyle asked on the Facebook page or on the Facebook feed if I could post the ingredients to. If I could post the ingredients to the recipe I posted this morning for the fish fry thing, and yeah, I'll put an image of that on the Facebook page after we're done here, Kyle. But yeah, that stuff was really good. So I say I make the best fish, and everybody says I make the best fish. I guess I don't know why, but I tried that out. And man, that stuff is like super crispy and just outstanding. So if you haven't seen the video, check it out on YouTube. It's the best fish, the best fried crappie I've ever had, and it is good stuff. It is just headed out to Kyle. Headed out to hey, and if you're on either one of the lives, say hi so I know who's there. We headed out to Mattoon, Kyle. I know I had sort of thought about fishing today, but then I saw it was going to be 40-mile-an-hour winds. I was like, oh heck no. So with the cold and rain yesterday, and I sat it out this weekend. I didn't do anything. I gotta work a little bit later too. So. But that's about it. But yeah, I'll post that. I'll post that recipe or that ingredient list. Biggest thing on that is that that the lady who gave me the recipe, she said she puts cut Scotch bonnet peppers in that mix just to kind of give it some flavor. So I wouldn't use a whole lot of that sauce. Because I did have one batch where I might have overdone it a little bit, so in moderation on that Scotch bonnet pepper sauce if you use it. So, but it is really good stuff. But like I say, if you haven't seen the video yet, check it out on YouTube. Any questions, just give me a shout. I'll answer. So, well, what else? So we had a video post this morning. I got a video gonna post later this week. It'll debut again next. I'm shooting for it every Saturday morning thing, right? Or Sunday morning. So planning on dropping another one next Sunday morning at 6 a.m. That's gonna be spider rigging again. But that went out to my little secret honey hole down in southern Illinois and caught like 50, we probably caught 100 fish that day, but ended up keeping like 50 crappie that day. Had some really nice ones and bang up day, but I debuted or I broke out my new ACC crappie sticks, 16-foot spider rigging poles that day. So first time using them, and kind of upgraded some gear, you know. So, but they worked out really well. I'm still trying to get the feel for not having to fish 10 foot in the air when it comes into the boat. So, kind of they get swung around the boat a little bit with those 16-foot rods. But I'm used to 14s, just a little extra. So, so that video's got to post. Excuse me. That video will post next Sunday morning, and provided I don't get railroaded into doing a bunch of other stuff that interrupts my video editing. So I did go out last weekend, a couple days, and I fished at Wren Lake last Saturday, and I kind of tried to make sure that I didn't. I did go out there just for a minute to kind of look around on the bridges, but I fished for maybe 20 minutes on a couple of them, and just wasn't feeling it. So I kind of went and spider rigged in some stumps because the wind wasn't. The wind was pretty much no wind, which was surprising for Wren Lake, but. And then went and fished found a couple of brush piles and some coves, and sat up on them. And I didn't I caught several really nice fish, but I didn't catch I didn't catch a bunch of bulldozers either. So, but a nice mess. I think I had my 10 overs and like 6 unders or something like that. Those. I don't know about anybody else, but I guess if you're fishing the bridges, it's not too big of a deal, but the under 10-inch fish at Wren Lake are getting a little hard to come by. Because I'm catching a lot of them, I'm catching a lot of small 10s. I mean, they're kind of skinny, but they're like right at 10, so you got to kind of weed through even the smaller 10s to get some bigger fish in the boat. So it's interesting, but I see they're apparently just tearing them up on the bridges out there, so I don't know. Last year it was kind of cool. This year I'm thinking, I could probably find fish elsewhere too, so but long-term goal, I'm trying to learn the lake a little better too, so if I go sit on those bridges, I'm not learning anything about any other parts of the lake, right? So I want to get down to like Markham. I've never really fished much below the bridges down there on Wren, and I know there's a lot of brush and stuff like that. And Markham down there has got a bunch of Christmas tree piles, so I think that's next time I make it out there, that's my goal, is to try out some other areas. Hopefully with the wind. Not like it is today. Anybody who's out on Wren today needs their head examined, that's for sure. It ought to be right. Well, wind's out of the west, so I guess if you're on the west side of the lake, maybe in a cove like Jaggy Branch or something like that, probably not too bad. But anywhere else, you're asking for trouble, I think. But let's see. So we got that, and so I went to Wren Lake last Saturday. I actually took a swing at Carlisle last Sunday. My buddy Melvin called me and he's like, "Hey, what are you doing tomorrow?" I said, well, he asked me what I was doing. I said, "Well, I'm fishing." And he says, "What are you doing tomorrow?" And I said, "I'm thinking about fishing," which I always am. And he said, "Well, I want to go," So we got together and went up to Carlisle. I had to kind of cut it, make it a shorter day because I had to. There we go. That's right. I had to work Sunday afternoon at like 4 o'clock. So we ran up to Carlisle. That's really about 40 minutes for me, so not too far out. And ran up to Carlisle. Tried out the southeast corner of the lake where I'd been with Scott Kendall once before, and it was, I should say, we didn't get any bites. And I kind of located a bunch of brush, and we jigged around some of that brush and stuff, but I'm not, Carlisle's tough on me, so I really have a hard time locating fish there. So apparently there were some other guys there up in like Allen Branch area, kept doing good that day, but not me. So we'll get back out there again soon though. And, right, but we started out on the southeast corner, and the wind was kind of out of the southeast, so it wasn't bad. Farther up the lake, you could tell it was starting to, and by the time we got done fishing there, farther up the lake, it was starting to get a little rough looking, so we decided not to venture up there. So another time, perhaps. So then we bailed out and went to Little Lake up by Ramsey State Fish and Wildlife Area. And I took a little lake up there and caught Melvin caught 3. I got skunked again. Melvin caught one really nice, probably 13-inch flat crappie. And he had another 10 that he tried to pull up in the boat, and it fell off, and then another dink. So that was the extent of that day. But I was locating a lot of fish, but they just didn't seem to be doing much. We were spider rigging, which is usually a good plan on that lake, but it was just a little slow. So we only spent about 2 hours up there. So that's what I've been up to as far as fishing wise. I think my next several times out is probably going to be, I know deer season's coming up. So I know Donnie's fishing or hunting hard, I know. So I'll probably be headed up to Wren Lake, say next Saturday. Yeah, next Saturday and or Sunday, weather depending. I might go down to my little honey hole too. I don't know, but just have to see what the weather holds. But if it's windy, I might try the other place. I've got another couple of other places I need to explore too, but I just haven't gotten there yet. So we shall see. What else did we have? So yeah, that. Probably hitting Wren Lake this coming weekend, and then again trying to stay away from the bridges. And I'll probably be headed out to Wren on Black Friday too, because I'm off. But I was talking about my last live video. I was talking about that. I kind of got my time back because I wasn't working a bunch of overtime. Well, it turns out I got pulled back to my old apartment for the open enrollment season. So I'm actually working like 65-hour weeks right now. So that whole thing about having extra free time was kind of was a bust. Like the next day, I was on vacation when I said it. And I went back to work on Monday, and I had an email from the boss saying, "Hey, by the way, we're loaning you back to your old apartment for the rest of the year." I was like, "Oh, great!" So I knew what that involved. That was going to be a bunch of overtime. So back at it. But you know what? I can use the extra money because I'm thinking real hard. I gotta say this real quiet too. I'm thinking real hard about a light strip. And it didn't end up being in the cards when I bought the boat because I paid down a bunch of debt and stuff. But this having the extra overtime wasn't foreseen, so it's like kind of free money, right? And I don't have any I don't have it designated for anything else, right? So I might be able to sneak one in. I'm still debating, but depends on what the next couple paychecks look like. 50 hours, an extra 50 hours at $40 an hour. I think might make a pretty good dent in that in a live scope setup. So anyway, we shall see. But that's been on my brain lately. And like I say, guys, if you're on, just holler at me because I can't see the names. I see like the little heads pop up, but I can't tell who you are. So give me a shout, say hey. But yeah, so it's been on my brain. But I don't know if Ricky's on. Rick, did you make it on? I see Terry. What else we got there? I can't recognize the other icon. But anyway, Rick, I need to get with Rick and see if he wants to go fishing too, because he's like retired and stuff. And we were gonna hook up last weekend. I need to get back up to. Hey, Scotty, what's going on, man? Hey, give me. Well, I'll give you a shout later. I might have a truck running later today. I know you were asking about it, but my buddy's coming to put that fuel pump on today. So hopefully, with any kind of luck, I've got a running extra truck sitting in the driveway. So anyway, you've been. I hear you've been hard at work on that house, though. You've been doing a bang up job, but. Yeah, so like I say, working a bunch of overtime. Still got my Fridays or my Saturdays and Sundays open. Just let's say Sundays, I try to book time on Sunday afternoon, so I don't have to work every night of the week. I get my Friday nights open. Yep. Yeah, I hear you, Scott. But gotta do something to support my fishing habit, right? So, because I can't retire just yet, and even then, I probably still need to work. But that's really about all I got going on. Like I say, I got spider rigging video going to post up next Sunday. Thinking about a live scope. And got a new recipe video that I posted this morning, and I'll follow up on that picture. I'll put an image of the ingredients for the marinade on the Panfish Guy page, and I'll put it on my other socials too, just because. And what else do we have? What do you guys want to talk about? Terry, how you doing? Hey, Terry, I don't know if you saw my message about I had a missing Amazon package. Turns out they put it in the mailbox. I went and looked in the mailbox. It was out there. I didn't think they were supposed to use the mailbox, but they did. So anyway, yeah, I found my package, so I gotta send them a note saying, hey, I did find it, even though you said you handed it to somebody, it was in the mailbox. So Amazon problems. I don't imagine you have any of those, Terry. You don't shop on Amazon at all, do you? I think he's on a first name basis with the Amazon driver. So, but now that, like I say, that's about all I had on my brain. Just wanted to jump on and say hey, and hope everybody's doing well. I know there's lots of disease and sickness and politics and crap going on, and man, it's almost maddening. It's we were actually going to get out of the house last night and opted to not get out of the house just because of all the stuff going on. we're supposed to be going for Thanksgiving to Kevin's grandparents' house. And that's kind of up in the air right now, I think, too, with everything going on, you know. So don't need to be, our kid, the high school in Edwardsville, they've gone for the next few weeks to a all virtual schedule because they had 9 kids show up with the coronavirus, and so they're going, and some staff too, I think. So they're going to pull back a little bit on their in-person learning for a bit. But let's see. Do you have anything else? I didn't write any notes. I was just I was running late and I didn't get around to it. So it is what it is. Let's see. Let me look at my notes from last week, see if there was anything oh, there was one other item I wanted to talk about. In a couple of weeks out, I've got a video coming up with buckbrush fishing guides at Wren Lake because I needed some more education at Wren Lake. So I got together with Jason Dudley and Blake Ray and got out on Wren Lake and knocked out a quick limit of fish. It was pretty cool. So that actually is kind of what triggered my thinking I need live scope, because it's not a want, it's not a need, it's a want. Because Jason actually had one that he actually won it in a raffle. He said it cost him $140 for his live. It was his $140 live scope because he signed up for a raffle, and I guess the first year he bought like $100 worth of tickets and he didn't win. Then the second time they did it, he bought $40 worth of tickets and he actually won the live scope. So I'm attempting to do something like that myself too. So, but on that note, there's a drawing going on right now by Mr. Kent Woods on Facebook, and it's I'm trying to remember what it's called. It's Beverly Woods Hunting and Fishing Foundation, I think it's called. And he's got a page on Facebook, but he does basically what he does is he outfits kids hunting trips for like deer hunting. I'm sure he's probably out in the woods today, more than likely. But so hunting trips for kids, deer hunting. I think they do duck hunting and stuff like that too. And a really good cause. They get kids out in the woods and killing critters and stuff, and it's really good stuff. But he's got a drawing going on right now, a raffle for. He's first prize is a live scope. Second prize is I want to say it's Denali, like a couple of Denali fishing rods, jigging rods, and there were some others too, and I can't. There was like maybe a bunch of plastic baits and stuff that they were giving away too. So if you're interested in anything like that, reach out to them. It's Beverly Woods Hunting and Fishing Foundation, I believe it's called, and it might be Hunting with Kids Fishing Foundation, something along that line. So, but from what I'm seeing on their Facebook page, they do really great work. So, and they took out one of the folks from the AMVETS event, young man that lost his dad last year, who's a veteran, and they took him out just a few weeks ago, and really good stuff. So get a chance to check them out and offer them some support. That funds from those drawings go to go to go towards expenses for their programs. So good stuff. And let's see. Guys, anybody who's on that was asking about shirts, still waiting on the young lady who's making them. I'm going to prod her again later today and say, hey, where's my shirts? But last I heard, she was still waiting on them they were back ordered from the place she ordered them online. So she orders the shirts and does the print and everything and then gets them to me. So if you're waiting, I'm still waiting too, and we'll get, as soon as I get some word on that, I'll let you know. For those who ordered, what else we got? So as always, don't forget to check out my social media sites too. Panfish Guy on Facebook, at PanfishG on Twitter, and Daniel Palmer 5623 5623 on, or Panfish Guy on Instagram. Also check out my buddy Ray at my724outdoors.com. He's got some good stuff on there, and I think that's about all I got on my brain. It's that time of year where I start kind of planning trips for next year, so I can start bidding on vacation and stuff. So, as provided things aren't really stupid with the coronavirus, we'll be going down to Reelfoot Lake mid-May. Second to third week of May, something like that, and taking the camper down, all that good stuff. I want to try to get to Shelbyville several times this year. I'm kind of on a walleye kick right now, so I've been watching a lot of walleye videos, and going to start. And it's interesting too, because my buddy Matt Mateer gave me a whole box of fishing gear that he found when he was cleaning out his dad's house after he passed away, and he gave me this whole box of stuff, and I really wasn't clear on what some of that stuff was. I knew it kind of looked like walleye gear, but I wasn't sure. So I've been watching these walleye videos and stuff, and looks like the majority of it is set up for like walleye, for like pulling worm rigs, like nightcrawler harnesses for walleye. And yeah, Brian was telling me that him and his dad used to fish on Shelbyville a lot. So I'm going to be putting some of that to use too. And I've got another kit I got from that I did a review on that actually has some compatible stuff in there too. So I'm going to be kind of putting those together and see if I can make some crawler harnesses for pulling some harnesses next summer. So something to do during downtime this winter, right? If I'm not fishing or doing video. And of course, I'm going to make a video on that because everybody likes watching me fumble with stuff, right? So, like I say, that's about all I got on my brain. I just wanted to jump on and say hey and let you know I was still kicking. And we're going to be I'm going to be working a little bit this afternoon, and I believe the missus has has in mind that we're putting up Christmas decorations too. So hopefully not outside because it's windy and all heck out there. But I thought I heard her say something about a Christmas tree earlier. So that's always fun. Can you sense the sarcasm in the air? No, I like Christmas. It's just a lot of busy work, a lot of stuff. So I get lots of cool stuff for Christmas. So no, that's all I had on my brain. Rick, if you're on, I'll try to get with you this week and see if we can get out and maybe get up to Coffee, or St. Chris for that matter. I don't know. So I know water's starting to get cold. So let's see. Oh, I got a text. Okay, honey, I'll check back with you later. So yeah, I got to get with Rick, and then Scott, I'll give you a holler when I know something about that truck. Maybe you want to come up and nose around a little bit or something after we get done with it. So anyway, I'm going to jump off of here. Have a good week, everybody. Stay safe. Do all that, all that good stuff. I think we're going to be kind of doing the hermit thing most of the week because the kid doesn't have to go into school, and we got the freezer's pretty well stocked. So we're just gonna hang out this week, and I got 25 hours of overtime to work too. So, which is right in my office over there. So. I think that's about all I got on my brain. So anyway, I'm going to jump off, but thanks for watching. We'll shoot for another couple weeks out. I think that's after Thanksgiving. So let's see, today's 15th. Yeah, it'll be the weekend after Thanksgiving, the Sunday after Thanksgiving. So I'll shoot for another live then. If I'm at home, I'll do YouTube. If I'm not home, I'll probably try to do live fishing somewhere on Facebook. So we shall see. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Have a great rest of your Sunday.